conducting speaking activities in a large classroom of 70 to 80 students, or be it even 35 to 40 students, within those 50 minutes, making them speak, evaluating them, engaging the other students while one speaks, all these are definitely challenging tasks for teachers. Now, to do these in virtual classes can be even more mind-boggling, don't you think? This tool makes conducting and evaluating speaking activities easier for teachers, interesting and challenging for the students. In line with our earlier videos on Quizlet and Kahoot, Pataneum presents to you now an online web tool for speaking activities, the Flipgrid. Hi friends, we will see how to record your students' voices and use this option for doing speaking activities in class. This website is called flipgrid.com. When you get into flipgrid.com, this is the first screen that you will see. First time you will have to sign up for the grid, and later on you can log in using this thing. I have already signed up, but you can follow the process of it when it shows you for signing up, either through Google or Facebook. Once you sign in, this will be the first screen that you will see. Now this is the grid, and I have already created one. So all the grids that you create will be shown here. Now to add your first grid, you'll have to first click here, add new grid, and it will ask you for various details. Now give the name to your grid. Say I'm saying it is German A1 slot speaking. Create the grid. There are different types of grids that you can create, but when you want these two options, you will have to manually enter a lot of details. So for convenience per se, I would suggest use the third option of public and PLC's grid. In this way, anybody with the grid link will have an access to work with the grid at the later stage. So use this option and you can click next. You can also give in an additional security of a password, but I would not do that right now. You have an option though. Click next and your grid is ready. Now go back to your grid. You will have to add topics under this grid. So the first topic that you will have to add is like this. Say hello on Flipgrid and all that. You can edit it. So you can give the title now. Say I'm saying self-introduction as my title. Self-introduction is the topic. Now the recording time is the time it will allow the users to record. So say you want a 2-minute video from your students on self-introduction, it can be 2 minutes. If you want them to do it for 5 minutes on the topic that you're going to give them, you can make it as 5 minutes. So let's say 2 minutes now for the self-introduction video, and you can also give the question here. This is the standard one which Flipgrid says. So say our question is something like this. Introduce yourself. Say hello, share a fun fact about yourself, some question on that. And you can also add a media source here to engage your student. Say for example, you want them to see a video or something. Based on the video, you will want them to do a talk or something, you can add that video here. So all that can be done. You can attach all your videos or whatever it is, the links and various topics here. There are a lot of options available for you. All these will be shown to the students. So whatever you want to show your students, you can appropriately add all these. Yeah, so it also allows the students to take selfies and send you, videos only and send you. If you don't want their selfie photos and all that, you can change the settings here, and all those settings you can manage in this part of this thing. Feedbacks, if you want, provide feedbacks, you can custom that, and you can update the topic. So once you go through all these settings and create accordingly, your grid has the first topic ready. So it is like this. Self-introduction is a thing. The question is here, and right now there are no responses. This is done. Now what you do is go click the share, you get the link. Copy this link and you can share this link to your students either through WhatsApp or through Moodle, and the students will get the link to start doing their job. Now let's see from the point of view of the students as to what happens once they receive the link. Say I have received this link, I am giving the link in my laptop, say I am using it to open from my laptop. This will be the screen that it shows them, and the question is here, everything is displayed to them, whatever you have given them, and here is the green button that they will have to press to record their response. Say I am a student now, I am recording my response to my teacher. I am logging in with my Google ID or Microsoft ID. So once I log in, it takes me to this screen. So my video is submitted to the teacher. I can also download a part of this video and keep it with me for my reference and all that. From the student's point of view, it is this easy. All that they will do is only this much. Now what happens again in the educator's domain, once in your domain, what happens is that in your grid, now when you refresh this and see, you will see one response received. So as and when your students upload their videos, you will keep seeing the responses here. So one response of Shubha has come here, and you will now be able to do all your gradings and other things. You can download the video, download all those responses. You can even delete the response of your student, and the student can be made active or hidden. This grid will be visible to everybody who comes over and sees it. So as and when the students populate, now it will be Shubha, then it will be GB, then it will be Eva. So say for example, all this gets uploaded here. There's no limit. I suppose that I think 200 and plus videos can get uploaded in one grid. Everybody will be able to see the response of the others, and you as a teacher can view every individual video and evaluate them accordingly. Like all our other videos, hope you find this video also interesting in the Play and Learn series. If you like our video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to click the bell icon for further notifications when we release videos in the Play and Learn series.